Hey guys, good morning. Thanks for joining us on this Wednesday morning. This is our digital update. It's just kind of an informal, webcast to give you guys the information of the day, let you know what's going on. If you have anything you'd like to say, any comments, just leave it right over there in the comment section. It's also got a link to everything that's going on in the stories that we talked to. If you want to learn more about them, you can just click them over there on that, those links right there. It's a heartbreaking way to wake up this morning. I don't know if all of you have heard about the news about the Nassau police officer. It's still developing right now. There's active scenes going on in Southeast Houston. But I want to tell you guys a little bit about what happened. A police sergeant was hit and killed last night by a man the department says was trying to flee from a traffic stop. 43-year-old Sergeant Kaila Sullivan was struck while attempting to arrest the suspect. She was on the call to back up another officer. The driver had an active warrant for domestic violence out of Harris County while the suspect was being handcuffed. He was able to get away from Sullivan and the other officer. He got back into his vehicle, and according to investigators, he hit her with the Jeep he was driving while leaving the scene. That suspect's Jeep was later found abandoned in an apartment complex parking lot. We don't have a lot of information about the suspect right now, but we're told he's in his 20s. They did have an active warrant for domestic violence. This right here, this has happened this morning. This is SWAT teams, police, sheriff's deputies surrounding his home, in his mother's home in Southeast Houston. They have it on lockdown right now at this moment. We're still following, developing breaking news out of that to find out exactly what's happening. I know that they were calling into the home, calling him by name, telling him to come out. They were going to send a K-9 in there. That is the latest we've heard. We have crews on scene right now, but I wanted to let you guys know this is still very active and this is still happening. Sergeant Sullivan, her body was escorted to the Houston Medical Center, to the Harris County Forensic Science Center overnight. She is a 15-year veteran with the department. She's described as a true professional, a police officer at heart. We know that she's from Friendswood. She's a mother. Just heartbreaking. But as I said, guys, this is still developing. We're still waiting to learn more on the suspect, who that person is. He did have a warrant out, which is why police say he was trying to flee. They do have his home, his mother's home, barricaded. We were told there are two women who were put into the back of a police car. We know the schools in that area of Southeast Houston are not locked down. There was a search warrant that has been signed not long ago, but this is still very active. So stay with us on that. Now, a lot of people are sharing their love on this. Sheriff Ed Gonzalez saying his members were already wearing their mourning band and honoring Sergeant BREWSTER when they were out at the scene. They're now grieving, and they're giving their condolences to Sergeant Sullivan's family, the Nassau Bay Police Department and community. She served the Nassau Bay community for almost 16 years. Her anniversary comes up December 27th of 16 years. And he says she's another sergeant leading the front, assisting on the traffic stop, serving and protecting her community until the end. Houston Police Chief Art Acevedo also saying, heart-wrenching loss. Heaven gained a servant doing God's work. She laid down her life while attempting to arrest a suspect wanted for domestic violence. May Sergeant Kaila Sullivan rest in eternal peace and glory in the presence of our Maker. HDSO Honor Guard saying our deepest condolences to the entire Nassau Bay Police Department. She was 43 years old. She'll never be forgotten. DPS also extending their condolences. If you guys would like to share a message, you can do that on our Facebook page. Just offer your condolences and support to her family. But as I said, this is very active. We have a crew there right now, and the suspect's mother's home is being surrounded, and police do think that he is inside, and they are actively calling for him to come out. So stay with us. Things could even develop here in the next few minutes, so we'll try to keep you guys updated. But I want to move on. One of the reasons why, well, this is heartbreaking to begin with, but this is just like following another heartbreaking story that happened this weekend of Sergeant BREWSTER being killed over the weekend. Today, there is a visitation being held for the HPD sergeant. He was shot and killed Saturday night. There are concerns over the bulletproof vest he was wearing. Chief Art Acevedo saying some of the bullets may have pierced the vest. The union also telling officers to wear extra body armor. Police are looking to whether Brewster's vest failed or if the suspect was using armor-piercing bullets. Now, his visitation is this evening from 5 to 8 at Sagemont Church in Southeast Houston. His funeral will be tomorrow morning at 10 at Grace Church in Houston. Now, we will be covering both the visitation and the funeral tomorrow, so we'll have more for that for you guys today and tomorrow, so stay with us. In the meantime, another big story. A lot of you are waking up to some pretty cold air, so we're going to send it over to Erica in the Weather Center to tell us a little bit more about what you guys can expect.
That's right. Yes, it is cold for many Houstonians. A lot of us are a fan of it, though, because it's only temporary. We're talking about high pressure settling in, so not only cold, but also dry compared to yesterday. Yesterday, slippery roads. It was a mess out there. So happy we're not dealing with that today. Cold front now sliding east. So what that's bringing for folks across the Northeast is some snow, messy conditions for the Northeast. That's probably the busiest part of the country because of the same system that we dealt with. So snow flurries now exiting east of Philly, still exiting New York City as well, but Boston still hanging on to some of the wintry weather this morning. So that's why flight delays are out there. So if you're heading out to catch a flight for areas across the Northeast, major flight delays for areas such as LaGuardia. That's been the only concern throughout today, but just make sure to check with your airlines if you are heading to the Northeast anytime today. But other than that, locally, hey, clear skies. I've been watching this cam and how it's just continuing to clear up, and we'll eventually have very beautiful sunny skies by this afternoon, waking up to cloudy conditions. But now clouds are breaking apart. Temperatures still at 44 degrees, so it is cold, needless to say. I was keeping an eye out to see if any areas would drop into the 30s, but the cloud coverage that we had overnight didn't allow us to. It acts as a blanket in the atmosphere, so that's why we all hung around to 40s. Low to mid 40s intact at the moment. Warmest spot right now, Campo at 47. So hanging on to 40s for the majority of the morning. For your lunch plans, we'll be in the 50s with sunshine. So excited about this weather. Hoodie weather pretty much all day long. If you're not a fan of 50s, we will be in the 50s all day long. As a matter of fact, for the next couple of days, we stay in the 50s. So, hey, something that the cold front did bring was not only rain, but the rain helped wash out a lot of our pollen out there. So cedar is main concern today, still low, but if you have any issues, I mean, it's really only cedar we can blame. Didn't see any ragweed in the allergy count this morning. Grass was low, mold was low, so looking great for our allergy index overall today. Okay, so highs not only today, but also tomorrow. We have 2 days in a row. We are not leaving the 50s for Houston. So sweater weather all around, then staying dry through the weekend, but a gradual warming trend will be in place and we'll be back to temperatures above average for the weekend. Ahead of the next cold front that happens on Monday, though. So it's not going to last long, but at least we'll have some nice weekend weather. So cold front clearing out. Lovely Wednesday. Again, staying dry, sunny skies. Most of the sunshine will be for the afternoon, and then clouds actually move in tomorrow. So that's going to be a factor as to why our highs are not going to be able to get above the 50-degree mark tomorrow. It's Wednesday, but sneak peek to the weekend. It is looking fabulous. Low 70s, low humidity, sunny skies, a few clouds build in by Sunday, but overall dry. And then it's Monday that things get interesting. We'll have cold air being able to be pulled in from Canada, and that's going to bring in our next cold front as well at the surface, which arrives on Monday. That cold front is also our next rain chance. The dry warming trend continues until stormy weather arrives with the cold front the second half of Monday. Highs will still be able to make it to the 70s on Monday, but then check out the temperature drop behind this one. We're expecting to be close to the freezing point. Northern counties likely seeing freezing temperatures with this front. So this front is expected at the moment to be even stronger than the front that we had yesterday. So a lot could change. It is several days out. Make sure to stay with us here in the KHOU Weather Center and on khou.com/weather. We continue to update that daily, 10 times a day, always giving you the latest updates on what's going on with the weather. So overall, Janelle, I think we are loving this compared to yesterday's kind of dreary, gloomy, and wet conditions we had.
Yeah, loving the weekend. Not so sure about those 30s next week, though. We're gonna have to.
I know, but we were talking about jackets and how we need to shop for a new winter coat.
We were talking about that.
We need an excuse to wear our winter
Do
coat,
we, though?
right?
I'm always okay with the summer temps. You know, you can always bring those back. But I guess it's Christmas. You can make it cold for Christmas and then send it all away right after that.
Now that's asking for a little too much.
No.
That's a little too far away. Christmas officially 2 weeks away. So.
All right. Thank you, Erica. So this is actually new today. The results are in this morning, releasing an exclusive KHOU Houston Public Media poll ahead of Saturday's mayor runoff election. So Mayor Sylvester Turner leads Tony Buzme. Poll results showing he leads Tony Buzme among likely voters. Our poll shows Turner at 56% and Busby's at 34%. Now there is a margin of error in this poll of plus or minus 6, but the mayor covers the spread. Also, we wanted to know, where did Bill King's supporters go? Busby looks like he's getting a good bit of them, but 37% now support Turner, and that's enough to give him a solid lead going into Saturday's runoff election. To dig deeper into this poll, head over to KHU.com, where you can also find out more on polling locations and a sample ballot, and then we will have all of your election coverage right here on KHOU and our website, mobile app, everything that you could ever want election-wise. Okay, Astros fans, oh gosh, it's official. Gerrit Cole is gone. This one hurt a little bit, but are we really surprised at the price he's getting? Yankees have signed Cole in a record-breaking 9-year deal. 9 years, but he's getting $324 million. That comes out to $36 million a year. We should have all played baseball, guys. Here's what's crazy, though. Cole's deal was a new record, topping the previous record that was actually only set the day before in Steven Strasburg's deal, where he's making only $35 million a year with the Nationals. Yep, those guys. Cole spent the last 2 seasons pitching for the Astros after spending the first 5 years with his career at the Pittsburgh Pirates. He and Justin Verlander were at the front line of Astros rotation, led the team back-to-back American League West titles. His free agency has been well documented, and he was expected to sign for a lot of money, and guess what? No surprise there. He did. So what do you guys think? We are actually asking this question all morning on H-Town Rush. Are we sad? Are we okay with it? Did we think we should pay him that much money? What do you guys think? You can comment right there on our Facebook page. Let us know. $324 million, though. I don't know, Brandon. Brandon's here. He's helping out. He's going to be helping me answer some of your guys' questions if you have any. Brandon, $324 million, would you have gone to the Yankees?
Yes, I absolutely would have gone to the Yankees. No question. Sorry, Houston. Brandon needs that money.
Brandon needs that money. We can't, in the end, we cannot blame Cole for taking that. But do we have any questions or anything anybody wants to talk about?
Yeah, the big talker this morning is obviously the incident with Sergeant Kaila Sullivan.
Yes.
A lot of people are asking questions about specifics on the suspect. If we want to reiterate to people yet that we're not really at that point.
Yes.
We're still,
Yes.
It's a fluid situation at this point.
Yes, because it is so fluid and so new and so breaking. Police and investigators have not even given that information to us about who this person is, about what happened exactly. There is going to be a 9 a.m. press conference with Nassau Bay Police Department, and we will be live streaming that right here. So if you want to know a little bit more, don't go anywhere. Nassau Bay will hopefully give us a little more information. They may be releasing his identity. I do not know that. We will not know until we actually get there. But right now, we don't even know. We just know he's in his 20s. We know he had a warrant out for domestic violence, and that's it. We really don't know. We don't even know anything. So we will try to keep you guys updated as soon as we learn more. But other than that, that's all we can tell you. Hopefully we'll learn more. We will learn more today.
The last thing we've got here, we've got a couple people signing off on Gerrit Cole to switch gears, and everybody seems at this point to be on board with it, saying money talks.
Yeah,
he's got to take care of himself.
Yep. I think we all kind of saw it coming.
Yeah.
In the end. So good luck, Cole. But guys, back to Sergeant Sullivan. Obviously just heartbreaking, and our hearts go out to her family and the entire Nassau Bay Police Department. but stay with us. I mean, this is developing and continuing to develop all morning long. So don't go anywhere if you guys want to stay updated online, Facebook, Twitter, on air. We will give you guys the latest we can. But as for right now, I think we'll turn it over, and we'll come back on in about 10 minutes at 9 o'clock for that Nassau Bay press conference. But you guys have a great Wednesday.